I've played my match. I'm coming off court. I've lost, and I'm feeling the frustration. And I'm thinking to myself, I know that I can play better than this. I know that I can play better than this. I don't understand why all the things that I've been practicing, all the things that I felt really good about, didn't show up today. Why is that? And I think I know the answer. If I had to describe my performance, I would say that other than that I underperformed, that I didn't really commit to the game. I didn't really commit to my swing, to hitting the ball. I didn't really commit to being aggressive with my footwork. I didn't really commit to being aggressive in terms of taking time away from my opponent with my court positioning. I wasn't really aggressive in terms of my anticipation and early movement to my court positioning. And all of this probably amounted to making it relatively easy for my opponent to win the match. I didn't create any pressure. And this is the problem. Giving you this description, it's clear that this is how I see myself. This is my identity. A player who doesn't take away enough time from their opponent, who doesn't push, who doesn't press, who's happy to be comfortable. And the end result of that is that even though I hit some good balls, even though that I have some rallies, some close games, I end up losing and feeling frustrated because I didn't get the result. So this is where the gap exists between this player that's showing up right now on a tennis court, which is the player that I've just described to you, and the player that I'm trying to become. That player has a different identity, a different outlook on how they play the game. And in one or two shots during the match, yes, I managed to do that, but it wasn't a continuous, unconscious habit pattern. It was something that I really had to force myself to do. And this is where the work really lies, is at a certain point in the near future, I want to be able to come off of the court and say, I won that match because I really committed to swinging through my balls and hitting quality spin. I won the match because I was aggressive with my footwork. I won the match because my anticipation was really good and my court position was really dominant. And that's not happening yet. And that's where the development has to happen in my game to become a better player. And when I see that starting to happen on the match court, then I know that it's starting to become a part of me as a player, as the way that I play. So for me personally, and I think for many people that are struggling to produce the results that they would like to see on the match court, the answer isn't so much more practice, it's more about developing the identity that's gonna produce the results that you're looking for. And I think when we get really clear on what this identity is, when we start to see ourselves as this different player, then what that does is gives us a clear direction in how the practice court should look. It gives us a clear direction in the kind of skills that we need to be building and the skill sets that we need to be working on in order to become a better player. And I think that in that way, we ultimately become a more accomplished, better competitor, because we become much more focused in what we're trying to achieve. We become much more focused in the direction of our practice. We become much more focused in the skills that we're developing because they're all relevant to aligning us with this idea, this image of this player that we want to play like. And that's where this journey is going for me. And so the question for me, from me to you today is really, what identity are you bringing onto the court today? What intentions are you playing with? And how is this manifesting in your results in competitive tennis?